How yous doing? A Hat in Time has been out for 5 years, so you'd think I would have played it by now. Well, A Hat in Time was a Kickstarter campaign that just barely made its goal. I wake up in my spaceship and everything is going alright when some guy from the Mafia says I need to pay a toll. I refuse and he breaks into my spaceship, getting rid of all of my timepieces which fuel my ship, and just making me mildly infuriated. I enter Mafia Town and meet the town vigilante, Mustache Girl, who helps me learn the controls. It's a 3D platformer where you can jump, dive, and jump, but like again. I get an umbrella, beat up a Mafia member, and get my first timepiece. I go back to the overworld, which just feels like Super Mario Galaxy's overworld. In the levels, you have to get a timepiece either through completing a certain objective or beating a boss, a lot like in Mario Galaxy. There is yarn hidden throughout the level, and when you collect enough, you can make a new hat like the Sprint Hat or the Witch Hat, which can probably go through TSA. I get my way to the Mafia boss and beat him in a battle. But the Mustache Girls learn something new about my timepieces. They are fuel to my ship, but if you break them, they rewind time. She wants to use this power to get rid of the Mafia, but I just want to go home, so she betrays me. Man, I can't believe she just betrayed me like that. We're going to Detroit. After completing levels or finding secret relics in the levels, time rifts will appear. These are just challenge levels, a lot like the No Flood levels in Super Mario Sunshine. When you beat these, you unlock different outfit colors and hats. The next area is Dead Bird Studio, a Hollywood movie studio with two polar opposite directors, the conductor and DJ Groove. They go in to make their movies, and I break like so many laws, it's not even funny. But DJ Grooves gives me a passport, officially making me a bird. Free, 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 oh no. The world then splits into two as you make movies for both directors. The Murder on the Owl Express is a murder mystery where you find clues and figure out who the murderer could be. Yeah, it was me. I thought this would be a funny skit. It's not. Picture Perfect plot is a horrible idea for a movie, and The Big Parade is also a terrible movie. It's just a parade, but it has the best music in the game. I physically cannot do the conductor's other movie, so I have no choice but to move on to the next world, Subcon Forest, where I'm kidnapped and forced to sign away my soul to do tasks for this ghost thing. This is normally what will happen to a YouTuber when they get their first sponsorship. I am forced to exorcise ghosts and clean up a well to get a hook shot. Now I can finally beat the second world, Train Rush. The train is going to explode and you have to get to the end before time runs out. It is stressful, but an incredible movie, making the conductor the annual Bird Movie Award winner. But the awards were rigged. The conductor cheated! No? The score said he clearly won. I break into the movie studio and meet up with the conductor who is planning on using the timepiece to go back in time to the year when he didn't win an award. So I start fighting him, have a little heart-to-heart, defuse a bomb and beat him to get back my timepiece. Back to World 3 where I left off at Queen Vanessa's manor, and it's pretty normal. Why did they just put a random horror level into this game? And why is it scarier than most horror games? Most of the time, horror games just do a jump scare because they don't know how to scare people. A Hat in Time uses its music and janky camera to its best effect to make you feel in danger when Vanessa is nearby. It's a good level, but why is it here? The whole game was fun and wacky, and then for one level, it's a better horror game than all of Resident Evil. My soul possesses an outhouse, and I have to destroy it. Now isn't that quirky? I meet up with the Snatcher, and just like every one of my jobs, told me that I have served my purpose and that I should die. So he tries to kill me. He decides to not turn blue so I can never attack him, which is completely unfair. What did the game do?
Did you just color me blue with my own attack?
With me now being able to hit him, I defeat him, get my soul back, a timepiece, and he makes me sign another contract stating that I'll never return to his domain. so I go back to his domain, just out of spite. I get to the 4th world and climb a mountain to reach heaven. The special thing about this world is that it's free roam. There are no levels to select, and you don't unlock more levels as you get timepieces. Everything is available to you at the beginning. This is the best world because of this. You can go any direction, like get the timepiece in the birdhouse, but you're still in the world. You're not kicked back to the overworld and have to go through the process of choosing a different level. No, you can just go to the next one. I get a timepiece at the birdhouse, volcano, windmill, and... But each time I get a timepiece, a poisonous flower spreads until it takes over all of the goats, and I need to cure them by killing the plants. Even though, you know, the parasite should still be in the goats, I'm not going to question it. The game had 2 DLC come out, with the first one being the Arctic Cruise. I get onto a cruise.
Welcome to the cruise, miss.
I'm going to kill every last one of you. I get onto a cruise ship, do some work, and crash it. Is that it? That's not me skipping over levels. There's only 3 of them. Yes, the cruise ship is massive and there's so much to explore, but only 3 levels? That's not good DLC. The next DLC is... I'm not saying that. I get to the metro and some lady steals my timepiece and hires me to collect more of them. So I kind of accidentally joined the Yakuza.
That's how it's pronounced. What? You want me to say Nyakuza? You want me to sound like a cat? You want to say Nyakuza? Huh?
The best part about this DLC is that it's another free roam world. The metro is separated by color, so you have the yellow underpass where I navigate the metro, or the blue tunnel where I navigate the metro, or the pink. They're all the same. It's just get to the end and don't get run over. After giving the Yakuza all of the timepieces, I just kind of took it from them. And the lady immediately put a bounty on my head. Why didn't she just kill me when I was 4 feet away from her? I don't know. Something about getting a rocket launcher to be more dramatic. The cops come and she runs away, leaving me with my timepieces. Man, I've been busy doing all of these levels. I wonder how the planet is. Oh god, it's on fire! In the finale, the mustache girl uses the timepieces to make her the almighty judge, forcing people to come to her and receive judgment. I go through tricky platforming to get to her and attempt to steal back my timepieces. I fight her and everyone, friends and enemies, come together to tell her to get lost. She becomes powerful and almost kills me when people start sacrificing themselves so I have unlimited health. I defeat her, get all of my timepieces back, go home, and that's the end of the game. That was a fantastic experience. A Hat in Time is one of those stories you hear about a game getting a successful Kickstarter and actually living up to people's expectations. The game had a very nostalgic feeling to it, even though it only came out 5 years ago. This is because this is just Mario Galaxy 2, except without the Mario, and the fact that Mario Galaxy 2 is an actual game. Everything just feels like a 3D Mario game, except for some important things. The camera and controls are awful. Mario mapped out the camera so it's always in the best position. A Hat in Time gives you full range, which is nice, but I don't know what to look for. The controls feel loose. Mario felt like he had more control in his jumps. A Hat in Time, you just don't have as much control. One thing A Hat in Time had over Mario is being able to change your abilities on the fly. The abilities in this game were fantastic, and I only used Sprint, which is a shame because the other hats had so much potential. Every character in this game was well put together and beautifully voiced. The bosses are hard. It's not that their attacks are unavoidable, they just don't die. With them throwing more stuff at me and with the bad controls, I died to almost every boss a lot. The game is also relatively short. So to fix this game, you just need to map out the camera, fix the controls a little bit, make me use the other hats more often, and add more levels. Something that doesn't need fixed is the music. The music is the best part of the game. Each level, each boss, everything has a song that is orchestrated beautifully, a lot like Mario.
Man, why are you always comparing this game to Mario? What about Crash Bandicoot?
It's better than Crash.
What about Spyro the Dragon?
It's better than Spyro.
What about the Queen Vanessa spin-off game?
It's better than... What?
What did you just say?